Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
What is meant by an open enrollment in general? Open enrollment. When you talk about open enrollment, that's talking about the period of window by which a worker or an employee can apply for any other benefits which the organization is offering. Workday recommends to follow a process, especially in open enrollment. An open enrollment is not a small activity. It's a kind of year-end closure. It's a kind of year-end starting. We'll initiate this open enrollment. There is a process we need to follow. You need to review all your plans for. What are we covered? Everything, of course, ACI said we'll discuss. Everything you need to review: coverage types, earning course, payroll team is created, key ratios. You need to validate all the plans. Spending account, that's it. To make sure after initiating we should not hear anything, any issue from the end user. How the setup looks or works. It is very simple, straightforward as well. We need to create an open enrollment. Can I reuse your plans which you created? Fantastic. Here we are going to create. Open enrollment. Here we are going to create open enrollment event. You remember the benefit event we created, right? Similar video of open enrollment is exclusive for open enrollment. And then once you get open enrollment event, endowment event rules the open enrollment we need to assign under endowment event. This is a standard practice. This is a standard practice like benefit event we have mapped and renderment event. Similar to that, we need to map the open. Third thing. Initiate open enrollment. Initiate open enrollment. Fourth one. Remind. About for open enrollment. Then send reminders. Closure. Open enrollment. And then the last one. The open enrollment. For now. Close is here. Finalize the open enrollment. Close the open enrollment for the particular paper. There are important tasks or processes we have to follow. Apart from that, in open enrollment, communication is very important. Communication. Place it here. What does it mean? Before you initiate in the open enrollment, inform all your benefit partners. Or benefit admins. in progress transactions. If also inform not to initiate. The open enrollment is closer. Not to initiate. Benefit changes. Until the open enrollment is. Questions here customers will ask us. This is the first answer. What why? Why I'm supposed to inform everyone? I can initiate the open enrollment. The reason is, if there is any in progress transaction event, change benefit event or change benefit elections, any event is in progress for an employee, the open enrollment. The open enrollment will go on hold. Open event will go on hold. Why go on hold? Because there is already a progress in progress. Transaction is there. On top of that, you initiating this open enrollment. Hence, complete the in progress transaction and then only open enrollment will be released. Why I am not supposed to change any benefit elections? The reason is some of the benefit plans might be initiated through the open enrollment. If you do the changes, it may impact the plans. These two strictly, we need to communicate them to our internally. Second thing, when open enrollment starts, open enrollment window starts. When open enrollment window close and close, we need to send the reminders to our employees. Common questions here will get. You have closed. Let me start from here. Can I add a note to the open enrollment? I already issued the open enrollment. All eligible employees. I received the inbox action item. And a few new hires we have. Can I add them to the new open enrollment? Of course, yes, possible. You can add them. Second question. Can I remove the people from the open enrollment? Yes, possible. Can I cancel the open enrollment after initiation? I'm sorry. Yes, it's possible. But make sure if it is not closed, open enrollment is not closed, then only you're able to cancel the open enrollment event. Mistakes may happen, right, sir? By mistake, we initiate some other event. You need to cancel it. Or it didn't trigger the events at all. You need to cancel it. These are the very important communication things. And these are the quite common questions you can get from Ben and managers or employees. Now let's talk about the best practices. Let's see now. First, create the announcement rule. This is one of the option. You can inform your employees. Communication. Oh, You can guide your customer. All these options. They may happy. Because you're initiating enrollment in only USA, not in Canada, not in UK. Correct. Announcement should be visible only for USA employees. Correct. Right click. Copy the text. Sometimes I love. Configure. Announcement. Dash. Homepage. Add the rule. Rule. We copy the character, paste it here. This is title. Something they will say, right? We are excited to open. Open enrollment. Actually, but to see that results, we will do in 23. Then you can update the custom image. If company has anything here, you can give the message. I'm giving random message the customer has to provide. No employee. They will give the correct test. Open and when have been initiated. Please proceed and roll. You got family members. Eligible. Eligible. When. Peak. Remember. Open enrollment. When. Will be open from. What is the date we start from? Today itself. That is the server. And the window will be closed. What they will be set. And December. December 10th or December. Read. We didn't show. You enroll within this time frame. Thank you much. They didn't draw the time frame. And if you have any more questions, do you reach out to your benefit admin? You can email Reach out to your benefit admin. Actually, this is the sometimes. You ensure with the spellings and admin, or you can drop email to the email to something we will give our. Benefit comp benefits and we are benefit benefit we that's right. You can upload pictures. Even if the animations are there, right? You can upload animations as well. If you want to make it more funny, where we do also, you can upload. To make it more user interface, any links are there. No like external links. You have more details about the benefit. Open environment. You can do the link also here. I will just for example what it is. I create a link. Links. Here we don't have an option to create. I will explain this one. I can create a link and we bring it here. I will forget it. Save this. Now we'll see our announcement is ready. Now go to another tab. Select Home button. It's now on the dashboard. We can add pictures, something like this, and now we can. This is the communication one step. Let's do mistakes. Mistakes in a sense. Let's see how the steps will go on. Access the task. Create Open Enrollment event. I'm giving you a verse, only BRT. Open Enrollment. An element of a type. What plans we are allowing? I'm going to set the plan. Membership right. The membership. Yours it. The last one. And then what else? The R2 for 1 year. Let us bring our plans and add it, cancelling the event and our testing. Do not reprocess future events. And do not reprocess. Reprocessing says don't as an again. What happened here is sometimes employee already enrolled and you don't want to allow them to enroll or don't want to get the event for them again. You can serve the checkboxes. Days to enroll. This also can get back to you. In future, if you don't want this enrollment event, this checkbox is not to get it. One job is done. Next, map this event under. I remember the truth. And I want to. Open on mental event. The which caused us we're allowing. We are doing. Yes. That's the name. Not changing. You have to take one session on this actually. Actually, since we are selecting additional plan for one case, it is straightforward. But if you select insurance healthcare, it is complex because dependents and everything we need to test. And select any plan. No dependence for this, to ignore this. First one will select. These two are ready. Now in order to test, you remember we created cross-plan dependencies? Correct. Which means employee can select one plan or two plans. Employee choice. You got the point, right, sir? I'm going to reset this one. No restrictions. Just for the testing. I said this one. Now you cannot delete it. Or I can change the rule best. Or even you can keep both. There is no harm, but they can set only one plan. Now this they can set two plans. Instead of removing, we can do this. You have an option to delete also, sir. Delete option will be available only if you have not assigned this to anyone. Right. Now initiate. This is interesting. Initiate. Open enrollment. Run. You can also do schedule. This is one of the new feature. Earlier, we need to wait. On the same day, we need to initiate. Now Workday schedule also. Schedule in the sense you can give the specific time and date automatically initiate it. Now we'll go with cancel. You go with regular. The benefit group. USA. Make sure the same benefit group must be assigned to your benefit plans. Or else it won't come. That is a catch. Event type you created right. Open enrollment. Always initiated. It is default to today's. It is defaulted you cannot enter. Unless if you schedule something. Open end. Open until you mention December. December. Finalize from December 8th will give. Which means December 8th onwards. These plans are what you call effective for an employee. Now here you have checkbox. Don't worry, all open elements will be available here. Eligible ones. Plan your definitions. If you select the checkbox, exclude workers in a waiting period. Sometimes an employee might be a new hired, not completed probation period. Those employees are not eligible, correct? You need to exclude them. These details where we will give any endowment event. Here you have waiting periods. Third, 30, 30th, like that, 30 weeks. Whenever you give the waiting period, all these event associated coverage types. Employee won't get until the employee met this criteria. 30 days of high rate. What it's saying? If there is any. If there is any employees and waiting period, do you want to exclude them? Which means don't get this plan for their waiting period. We'd ask this question to customer. Then of course, there are some best practices. Open enrollment itself. We'll talk about the art report next time. When you initiate for all plans. Now this is interesting. Now scroll up. You have refresh button, right sir? You need to select refresh. Once you select refresh, automatically these numbers will populate. Let me check. Refresh. Do you please? Press. Until it says successfully completed. In early refresh. That's bringing around 879 employees. It's completed. We need to check this count. It is very important. Before initiating itself, we have a report called Benefits Census Report to tell you how many employees are eligible for open enrollment, sir. Or even if you can run this one. Take this into a new tab. This one, you have eligibility rule, right? Select this. Benefit eligibility. We have eligible workers. $939 employees you have eligible for this plan. Now employees. How many employees we got here? Plus if we 4. 87 939. Sorry for asking this. That's a. Now I will see the calc. Where are the 60 employees now? The 60 employees are not has been passed. Where are they? The employees. Some of the employees are leave status is true. Some of the employees. I think this one. All are active. Some of the employees are leave status. And they might have selected leave status and impact. That's the reason this has not been triggered. That's fine. We have a catch. We figure it out. Now let's talk about all these events. Not started. Which means these are the employees. Has received the action event. But they're not submitted the enrolled into the benefit plan. In progress. Which means the employees. The event is triggered. But they're not submitted it. Submit. They have entered into the plan and submitted. Closed with changes. Which means you already closed the benefit plan. Open enrollment. Let's talk about first these three. They never talk about this. This is a bug, sir. We are not supposed to get on hold. We should get 0. First thing. Now let me show you why we got on hold. I will select here. You can see the list of employees. Pick one employee from this list. And we need to do multiple dry runs in our sandbox and implementation testing environment, and then only we need to initiate the production. Go to Java. This one went on hold. In progress. Now see, does this employee have any benefits are in progress? There's one vendor processing in progress. That's the reason the other one open on my went on hold. That's why we need to inform our vendor, means to cancel this event before you initiate. Let's see. We'll cancel all these events. How to do that? Mass cancel. Business process types. We will select change benefit direction, change benefit events. Now shall I close this enrollment first? I mean select cancel and we'll ensure it will return 0. Best practices. How to cancel? Reductions of an annual event. Open enrollment. Cancel open enrollment. If you're doing production, it's a big issue. These are like before internet testing and when we can do. Feel free to cut me up. If you are getting led, it's completed. All event has been cancelled. Now let's proceed to first mass cancel. From when this will be effective, we don't know. I will select. It has 3 months period on the right. Maximum 90 days or 120 days on the weekend cancel. Let's see. On 80 days. 100 is divided by 30, which means 60 on 26 months. First year. Let's cancel today. End of June. Then we take from 1st of July to the end of this. We can cancel today. Correct. I'm from St. Now we'll go for July 1st and March. $14 there. How come remaining are not? Plus 13. Some positive changes are there, it seems. Probably some are in 2020. Correct. Correct. Process time. Here we have some big numbers. Nothing is there. The date range here. Jodha. I give here. That should even be December. Out to December. No worries. We'll give December. I'm from 7. I'm 17. You have no needs. Shall we proceed now again? Initiate. Active US Senate. Active employees. Active employees. The number sent right. Effective from next immediate date. Correct. Correct. Let's see if still any employees come at 0, it will return. Refresh. There is someone who they are still 40. Normally, in real time, it doesn't happen. No worries. But there are employees who I think is there. They are from prior to 2022. There's been a lot of. Check this guy. We'll see, like, what are the dates there, and they go have this. We have 13, sir. This is happens in these minutes. That is expected only. But you are right, sir. What is the standard? Then let's bring these people. What we do is we'll go to one of the employee and see our event is available for them or not. Select here. In progress or submitted 0. Remember all these numbers. I'll go to this guy. We can't proxy this user. We can't proxy it. You know the reason, right, sir? They might not have worked out. You see, the work that will be not enabled, not created. We cannot proxy. No problem. I know a few people who has worked out on our battery cycles. Logan is there. We'll go to her. We can proxy her easily. We can also change. Since this person to be initiated, we have a Ben admin access. They can also change for our employee here to test. But we'll go to work and see the in-inbox action. She's not. Is not configured. He's supposed to approve for all this other. Needs to be fixed. Everything all went further. Still, we can push it manually. But not the best practice. Just a second, sir. Far is fine that how to initiate anyhow, rest of the plans will configure. We will bring and we'll move to each employee to each status and we'll close and we'll send the reminder as well. I worry high level. You're clear, right? We'll do one thing, sir. We're not skipping this. What we do is tomorrow we will pick up our healthcare mention, right? First, You want to healthcare insurance and will bring all these plans. We'll configure business process and then we'll initiate the open enrollment for all the plans. Is that with this now from this? Now that's complete. Once we check the report, apart from the census report and from looking at this one, would there be any other report you have to check when you do your open enrollment? Open enrollment status reports. This report is very important to send. Here you can see currently active events. Completed events you can see here. How many people are in progress? Not started. This is our event. From here you can see all these details. How many people have been cancelled? Or you can select view details. Then here from this report you can go. Send reminders. Close the open enrollment schedule. Close open enrollment now. We can initiate all this. This report also, please explore. Open enrollment status report. If you have any questions or comments about this report, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.